As well as creating manual backups, Akeeba Backup offers you the opportunity to automate the process to ensure that you will always have an up-to-date backup. Here on the control panel, we can see an option called Schedule Automatic Backups. If we scroll down, we can see there is a front-end backup feature that is currently not enabled, so we need to go back to the control panel to enable it. Select the options in the top right hand corner and the Front-End Backup tab. Here we can enable the front-end remote backup and give it a secret word. This should be a combination of upper and lowercase characters and numbers. There is another option to enable the site to send you an email once this remote backup has completed. If I do not enter any details below, then this email will be sent to all super administrators on the website. Click Save and Close and return to the Schedule Automatic Backups. I can see that the front-end backup feature is now enabled, and there are 5 different methods available to me to perform this front-end backup. I'm going to use a service called webcron to automate it. Webcron is a service run by an external website called webcron.org, so let's go to that site. Webcron.org offers several services including uptime monitoring and something called an online cron. A cron is just a computer word for an action that takes place at a specific time, and that's what we want to do. Webcron.org is a commercial service that is exceedingly cheap. If we check their prices, we can see that a cron that lasts about 180 seconds, which should be enough to back up most websites, costs a fraction of a cent. In fact, for just €1 you can perform 1,000 backups, more than enough to do a backup a day for several years. So go ahead and sign up. It's free to sign up, and it includes some free credits so that you can test the service out before committing. Once you have signed up and created your account, go ahead and log in. We are now at the dashboard where we can create our cron. Select the new cron and give this cron a title. Then select the timeout, and as I suggested, 180 seconds is probably enough, but we will be able to see later on if we need to increase it. We now need the specific URL that you want to execute. To find that, simply return to your website, and here, under the webcron.org options, you will see the URL. Simply select it and copy. Return to webcron.org and paste. You do not need to enter the login or password. You now need to set the times and dates that this backup, will take place. I want it to take place every year, every month, every day of the month, every day of the week, and then I want it to take place sometime in the middle of the night when my website's not busy. So I'm going to select 1:10 and then scroll down and submit. My cron has now been created, and I can confirm that by clicking on the cron, and here we can see it. You can now return to your website. The website will now perform backups on a regular basis every single day at, in my case, 1:10 in the morning. But remember, the backups will still be stored on your website, so it's important to go to the Manage Backups and select the backup and download it to your own computer.